Hey there and welcome back. Some Abzan Company on the play. And if I draw a land, this is a turn 4 win on the play. Am I supposed to keep this hand? I think I am. It's just awkward. Like on the draw, this would definitely be a mulligan, but a turn 4 infinite life is usually good enough. Okay. Need to draw land, otherwise this hand looks pretty bad. Kitchen Finks lines up very poorly against Soul Scar Mage. Wow. So I'm going to go down to 7, so I might just be dead here. I still think it's the correct line. My opponent's going to have a turn 3 kill, it looks like. You only need to actually deal 6 damage, so two burn spells will be enough. That's a really good sign for me here. And I know they might have a bolt, but I kind of have to go for it. I can't let them draw. Okay. Opponent didn't have a bolt. I run away with the game. Opponent is not conceded. If I top deck a land, I win next turn with Ballista. Otherwise, I'm probably going to grab play Ranger Captain, or he thinks. Opponent's hoping to clock me. I'm doing this pretty quick. I mean, I was a little slow at first, but I haven't even used 3 minutes of clock yet in the entire match. This is not like it's going to be a lot of turns in this match either. No idea why my opponent's still playing it out, unless it's just to gather information. Just gonna go for an even 100. I guess 101. fact that Heliod can put counters on himself is actually pretty neat. Fine. So if I'd played the Bird of Paradise, it was probably dead. Opponent's really gunning to beat my 100 life here. Okay. My opponent runs out of burn spells, and I can just drop this Ballista and kind of win off that, but until that point, I can't do that. And they are basically a deck full of burn spells, and they have that Lava Dart in the graveyard. Also, be careful about Soulscar Mage. So I'm 1 mana shy of playing Ballista and killing my opponent. I think I'm just gonna CoCo. I could CoCo right now, and if I happen to hit like 2 Finks or Ranger Captain Finks, then I can attack with Heliod, but doesn't seem pressing at the moment. Opponent's keeping their hand pretty full here. Opponent is trying to beat infinite life, so I see no reason not to soak up the clock a little bit, guarantee a victory game 1. And they're about to swing for a ton right here. They will be hellbent. Unfortunately, a lava dart basically can end my kitchen finks here. Because of those lava darts, my ballista combo isn't going to work out. This is ugly. This is a situation where my opponent's only still playing because it's online. Otherwise I could just mill them to death. Just for 20 more seconds. This will help protect kitchen finks from like lava darts. Sure. Land. Perfect. Opponent's hellbent, so I'm just going to company right now. Now my opponent has to decide if they want to lava dart a bunch of things. Okay. Opponent's still not conceding. They have to kill my giver, which they can do, just with the lava darts. I have 3 lava darts in the bin. I mean, they can deal a ton of damage right here. I still get... Ah, man, MTGO. In paper, this we would probably be done with the match by now. Swift Spear and a mountain. 2 more lava darts. I probably should have put a counter on Giver of Runes. Yep. Alright, now my opponent concedes. Okay, let's bring in Auriok Champion. Paths. Remorseful Cleric seems pretty good here, actually. I like Shalai. I'm intrigued with Abrupt Decay also. Chord of Calling might not be as important since I'm going to have not a full board, presumably. Cut Safi. Archangel seems a bit greedy at 5 mana here. I think we'll do this. Sand seems fine. I do have to shock, but I have the path. Like, the mana base is the roughest part of this hand, but I'm on the draw, so if I draw into a land, I'll be a little bit happier. Or into that. I think I'm just gonna hold up the path and pass. Decided not to path my opponent there, and it's a good thing because I actually would have ramped them. They were stuck on one land. They ended up drawing out of it, but they were stuck on one land for that little bit there. Okay. Still need to draw land. Nice. Actually, probably the perfect land, even though I do have to shock for this. Okay. If you want to vote Kitchen Finks, you have to do it now. Yep. I wasn't planning on attacking anyway. I wanted to have a blocker up. The Kitchen Finks is less important to me than the Heliod because I do have the Spike Feeders in my hand. Okay, what's my opponent's hand? A Soulscar Mage and a Bedlam Reveler. Alright. I'm going to go for it with the Spike Feeder. I guess I get to go for it with Kitchen Finks first. Okay. Opponent's getting me close with that Shrine of Burning Rage. I'll tell you that. But if they're tapping out, they're just dead. "13 minutes of clock to finish this game. I think I can do it." Opponent does have that Shrine of the Burning Rage, which is a bit annoying. One card in my opponent's hand, so really just their board state and the Shrine of Burning Rage. Nothing really noteworthy in the graveyard. It's gonna be fun for my opponent, huh? I mean, they're an aggro deck, and like the other one's playing it out here. I don't know. When my opponents decide to do this, so that's when I'm like, you know what, I have to actually gain more than normal just because I don't want to lose a game that I absolutely won just because my opponent is trying to clock me. Like, yes, this is going to take a little bit longer than I feel like it should. But if I can't kill my opponent in 12 minutes, I feel like there's something wrong with me here, right? It's not like they have life gain. $200 seemed like a number that my opponent, 100, they surprisingly were able to get pretty scarily close to when they were dealing, 15 damage in a chunk. Any target. Interesting. Bolt and a Swift Spear. Use the bolt. Not much to do except keep gaining life and attack my opponent, who now is in a situation where they have to start blocking. Because I don't have a Soul Scar Mage in play, these Kitchen Finks actually come back. There we go. Oh, that was the weirdest 3-2 league I've ever had in my entire life. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.